Where are all my couples at? This video's for you because I was just talking with my husband this morning while we were working out and talking about when we first started dating, and he would always say that relationships shouldn't be any work. And I was like, what are you talking about? Relationships are work. You have to continuously work and grow, and it's something that for both of us has been a journey, just kind of like, you know, our health and fitness journey. It's a constant growing process, and I think oftentimes we forget that, especially in times of stress. We forget that. And something I learned is, you know, we want to try and find the ways that will make life a little bit easier, right? Times are hard. It's stressful. We're raising kids. We're, you know, starting our own businesses. We've got a lot going on. How do we make sure that we stay connected? And if we've fallen, you know, a little further apart, I don't know how you're feeling with your partner. Are you feeling 100% connected, or are you feeling like you're pulling away from each other? But I know for me that when I'm feeling like we're pulling away from each other, it is not a good feeling. And when I started my health and fitness journey, it wasn't just about weight loss for me. It was about, you know, making sure that I am connected with my husband, making sure that I'm there for my kids, I'm there for my friends, and really leaning into those relationships. For me, relationships are a huge part of my life. Connections are huge for me. But oftentimes we go about our relationships wrong. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but I think that a lot of times, and I know I did this for years, and this book, The 5 Love Languages, was a game changer for me and a game changer for my husband. We actually read it together, and there's lots of different exercises and stuff that you can do in there. But so often, not even just with your partner, but in your friendships, there's a give and take, right? But oftentimes we give to the other person the way that we want to receive. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that is making them feel any better. In the book, they talk about filling up your love tank, which is, you know, really making you feel your best and feeling loved and completed. And oftentimes, like I said, I would give to my husband the way that I thought that I needed to be given to, which, let me try and give you an example. I would give him verbal praise, and I would say thank you for things and stuff, which of course obviously we should be doing. But for him, he wasn't a person that took in, his love tank wasn't filled up by verbal appreciation. It was more by you know, holding his hand, or that physical type touch, giving him a hug, those types of things. Where for me, he would try and come to me and hold my hand and do that type of touch to be able to fill up my tank. And for me, it was the verbal affirmations. So you know, it's sometimes those little tweaks. Like for me in my health and fitness journey, was switching one thing at a time, you know, switching from Diet Coke to ginger ale and then switching to seltzer from there. It's those small steps consistently that made a big impact for me. And it's the same thing when it comes to relationships. You know, there's no magic pill in any parts of our journey. I know, unfortunately, there isn't. And we wish that there would be, but it's the small, simple changes that are going to make the big impact over time. And this book, when it comes to relationships, makes a huge impact. There are plenty of different questions and little assessments for you to take in here, and it gives you different resources to go onto the website and download different little things for you to do with your partner. But remember, guys, even our relationships take work. Every part of your life takes work, but the thing is, which heart are we going to choose? Are we going to choose the heart of deciding I'm going to give up and I'm going to do everything on my own? Or are we going to choose the heart that we're going to lean in and we're going to work together to try and build a stronger bond? You know, it's all up to you, but if you do choose to lean in and choose that hard, I definitely think that this is a good book a good way to go. Let me turn it the right way. A good choice to start. And, you know, I can walk you through all of that process as well. It's not just, you know, my journeys, like I said, aren't just about health and fitness. They're about relationships. They're about parenting. It's about growing, and it's about living the best life that we can live. And I think we need to continue to work together to do that. Nobody is in this alone. So listen, if you're having, you know, some thoughts or some struggles with your relationship, or you're thinking like your spouse might not, your spouse might be going in a different direction, shoot me a message. I'll help you start that conversation with them so you can bring it back together, because you know, like I said, life is hard. We have to choose our hard, and you can pick either way that you want to go. So I hope that helps you guys.